Thank you for watching today, the Jamie Jones Ministries YouTube channel. I want to talk to you today about the D word. It may not be the D word you're thinking about. It is the word discouragement. I want to tell you, no matter how much of an exciting person you are, positive, bubbly, cheery, no matter who you are, you will always face discouragement. Sometimes we run for things, we seek after things, we move towards goals, but sometimes there's little hiccups along the way and we get discouraged. Life throws curveballs. I want to just talk to you today about the ability, hopefully, to sort of stabilize that in your life and help you with that D word of discouragement. Man, you know what? I remember a number of years ago when I first started out in ministry, and I was given the opportunity. We went on a missions trip, and we were traveling down to South America, and I was asked to share one night. This would have been the very first time. This was 25, 30 years ago probably, but I was given the opportunity to share my testimony. I had somebody ask me, hey, on this missions trip, would you be willing to share? I want you to know it scared me to death, and the reason it did is because I had no experience in public speaking. My only public speaking was in the class that I took in high school, which I did horrible at. Man, my stomach was in knots, but I thought maybe, just maybe, the little church that we were going to wouldn't have a lot of people. What I found out when we pulled up in the parking lot that night was it was not a little church. In fact, it was a pretty big church with several hundred people that were there. And I'll never forget this, man. I walk up on the platform that night. I was so scared. I was so nervous. And I just spoke for 2 or 3 minutes about what God had done in my life. And this was my first time ever speaking in front of a group anywhere near that size. And I began to share and talk for a few minutes. And, you know, I felt like I was able to communicate my idea pretty well. And I remember when I sat down, one of the youth pastors that were there that night leaned up and he spoke in my ear. He said, man, you did an incredible job. He said, you know what? He goes, I feel like you're a natural. You really ought to consider making a career out of this. Maybe, you know, God's called you into ministry. And I sort of laughed about it a little bit at the moment and didn't think a whole lot else about it. But you know what? Later on in life, as that opportunity began to come my way and God did begin to speak into my life about being in ministry, which obviously requires a public platform, man, that remark that that person made really lodged in my spirit. In other words, I remembered, you know, what he had spoken to me, and it really helped me. I don't believe he, even to this day, has any idea of the impact that that made in my life. My point here is this. You know what? When you're discouraged in life and you're walking through things in your life, one of the greatest techniques that you can use, and I want to just give you a little action point, a little tool today, and it simply is this. The greatest way to get over your own discouragement is for you yourself to become an encourager. In fact, I want to just give you this little technique here. What I want you to do, and just try to help you with, is try to find someone every single day that you can encourage. I don't mean false flattery where you're just trying to find little things here and there, but I mean really think about it. Maybe it's your spouse and you just tell them, hey, sweetheart, I want you to know you are just so pretty. You look so good today. Maybe it's to one of your children. Maybe it's to a coworker at work, and you just encourage them and say, you know what, you've done a great job today. I see your gifting in this area. You might even be able to reach out on social media to somebody that makes a post that really encourages you, or it's a post that is thought-provoking. Take a moment and let them know. Say, hey, you know what, man, I just want you to know your post really ministered to me. Thank you so much for doing that. And what you'll find out is that that's sort of like a muscle in your life. When you begin to encourage other people, it comes back to you so that you yourself also begin to be encouraged. I want to just give you that little technique today to do that. One simple thing: find someone every day to encourage. It will change your life. I promise you, it really, really will. Thank you for taking a moment and stopping by my YouTube channel today. As you know, I've written a book, The Left-Handed Warrior. You can check that out on my website, jamiejonesministries.com. You can also look it up on Amazon. It's there and it's available as well. If you would take a moment, maybe share this post with somebody on social media. You can also subscribe to this channel. Click the notification so you know when I upload new content. I really appreciate it. Man, listen, be motivated today.